This NFL offseason has been off to a crazy start so far. We have leaks of Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets, but then texting this, but he's still going to the Jets? Allen Lazard just signed with the Jets, and that's on Aaron Rodgers' wish list, so I don't know what's going on over there. We have Baker Mayfield going to the Bucks, Jalen Ramsey being traded to the Dolphins, also Ezekiel Elliott being released from the Cowboys. That's a little wild to me. Jawan Taylor signing with the Chiefs. That's a pretty good one for Mahomes, but that's just a few of the crazy signings that we've seen so far. JuJu just signed a 3-year deal worth $33 million with the Patriots. Now, if you've been watching the NFL for the past few seasons, he hasn't been the most liked player. Regardless of what people think, JuJu is a solid player. He was a good pickup for the Chiefs last season and did help them win the Super Bowl. And come on, we have to give Mahomes props. He got that man paid. JuJu recorded 78 receptions for 933 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was one of the first receivers the Chiefs signed after trading Tyreek Hill. Now my question is, what's next for the Chiefs? What does Veach have up his sleeve that we don't know about? As always, Brett Veach will figure out a way to put the right piece into this offense. We all watched last year as he brought guys like JuJu and MVS and other rookies to give Mahomes the offensive weapons he needed. Yeah, they weren't Tyreek Hill, but they worked perfectly in the Chiefs' offensive scheme. There's been a lot of rumors and reports of DeAndre Hopkins or either Odell Beckham Jr. signing with the Chiefs this offseason. The OBJ rumors have been going on now for almost a year now. Even last year, they were doing jersey swaps already with him in a Chiefs uniform. The Chiefs are one of the teams to give OBJ a workout, but would OBJ even be a good fit for the Chiefs? And the answer to that question is easy. No. OBJ sounds great and all, but he honestly wouldn't fit in that locker room. He has the skills and abilities to compete for any roster and team in the NFL, but I honestly don't think the Chiefs would be a good fit for him. Now, if the Chiefs were to sign him, I'm not saying it wouldn't work at all. With Mahomes throwing the ball, anything is possible, and he would most likely be able to hit OBJ downfield a lot. But would there be any better options other than OBJ? And no, I'm not an OBJ hater either. He has made a huge impact on the league. His one-handed catch is easily, if not the greatest catch in NFL history. Not just by how amazing the catch was, but by the impact it left on the league and its fans. Everybody wants to recreate that catch. OBJ is a Super Bowl champion, a veteran wide receiver who is very knowledgeable on the game. But he's also at the point of his career where he has nothing to prove anymore, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But the Chiefs need to surround Mahomes with players that have a future with the Chiefs, who are hungry and want that opportunity to shine. There has been a lot of things said about Odell that he isn't the best player in the locker room either. The Chiefs run a very tight ship and are literally only focused on winning games and competing for Super Bowls. And let's be real, they can't risk a decision that would mess up Mahomes' career. He is that guy. And let's be real, the NFL would hate to see Mahomes get hurt. Any of us watching this would hate to see Mahomes get hurt. And let's be real, even if he did get hurt, he would probably still be out there on the field playing. There are a lot of rumors that DeAndre Hopkins could be getting looked at by the Chiefs. Now, he is also a veteran wide receiver, but he proved last season he still has it in him. With the Chiefs not re-signing JuJu, they have to be looking another direction. Kadarius Toney played great last season, but he's also very injury prone. Sky Moore is also a great option for Mahomes, but they need more depth. They were able to retool their offense after losing Tyreek, but even if they aren't able to trade for D-Hop, I'm sure they'll be able to figure it out. But if you give Mahomes a talent like DeAndre Hopkins, it would be a very scary sight. In just 9 games last season for the Cardinals, he recorded 64 receptions for 717 yards and 3 touchdowns. It wouldn't be a bad case to get either veteran receiver, but if I'm Brett Veach, I'm all eyes on D-Hop. Brett Veach is also a mastermind at putting together the right pieces for Mahomes. Last season was a huge example of this. After they've won 2 Super Bowls in the last 4 years, they aren't just going to stop. They gave Mahomes a huge contract. They're going to do everything they can to win more Super Bowls. And how can you blame them? You have a star quarterback like Mahomes, who's literally like a magician on the field. You have to give him the right weapons for him to go out there and win the Super Bowl. And like I said, if they don't get either one of these receivers, I'm sure they'll be able to figure it out. There was a lot of reports that Adam Thielen was also going to get signed by the Chiefs, but it doesn't really seem that way anymore. Let me know in the comments right now, if you're Brett Veach and if you're a part of the Kansas City Chiefs organization, which wide receiver are you looking at? Me personally, I think D-Hop would be a great fit for that offense. Andy Reid would find a perfect way to fit him in there. I mean, look what he did with Kadarius Toney. Now, if D-Hop stays out of trouble, he doesn't get hurt, he doesn't get suspended, it would be a very, 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 very scary sight. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you for the support recently. I'm going to continue making weekly content for you all, but let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen.